Hey guys, welcome back to another one of these Does Size Matter videos. So last time out we did a video on the props and how their size might change how the scrum success goes on and how it works with them. This time out it is the locks and how their size determines the line out success. We'll look at the success percentage by the teams like the Jaguares, Crusaders, Waratahs, Brumbies and Chiefs, who are at the top at the moment with no South African teams. But if we look at the bottom as well, we see the Blues, Highlanders and Hurricanes are low down, which are all New Zealand teams. So are there similarities to these teams that are grouped together, or is there nothing to do with size here? Then we will also look at a list of the top line out takers and look at similarities to their sizes. The top three at the moment is Stolberg, the Australian playing in Japan, Petty, Ori, Phillip and Neville. Okay, let's get back to this list that I compiled once again. This massive Excel sheet of every guy that is put down as a lock for every team. As I found, the average weight for locks in the Super Rugby is 115 kilograms, and there's a few of them going over 120 kilograms. Neville, Kuchlenberg, Salakai Lotto, Walker, Laiawere, Polos, Skuman and Roots does go over that. Roots, he's the biggest of all of them, 135 kgs. He's just a massive lad in any side. Then there's also a few lightweights that are under 105 kgs. That is Douglas and Tualima. But most of us don't really care about the weight of the locks. Most of us want to know who is the tallest lock at the moment. That's probably one of the biggest reasons I made this video. Frost and Hawkins are the tallest locks in the Super Rugby competition at the moment. The Sunwolves, they have very short locks, all of them or most of them under 2 meters tall. Then Roots and Mayhazen, the tallest South African locks. No real New Zealand locks are very tall in the competition. If we compare the sizes of each conference, every conference kind of has the same weight and height. Everyone just under 2 meters tall. So for interest's sake, the Australians are the tallest. If you do remove the Sunwolves guys from their conference, then the Australians have the tallest locks in the competition. If we look at the averages of the specific teams, again, all of them are very similar weight-wise, with less than 10 kgs splitting the weakest side, which is the Sunwolves, and the Jaguares, which is the heaviest side. The height is even less difference in there, with most teams ranging around 2 meters tall, with plus minus 2 centimeters splitting them. So will that make a difference? Probably not, but I don't know if it's just by chance or what. But if we compare these numbers, these weights and heights, to the teams with the most line-out success, the teams under 115 kgs and under 2 meters tall tend to be at the top of the list, like the Jaguares, Crusaders, Chiefs and Bulls. And one of the tallest teams, like the Sharks with 201, are at the bottom of the success ratio. The next step was to look at the best line out takers, guys like Stolberg, Petty and Phillip and those guys. There's no real similarities when you compare them, except for the top guys tend to be over 115 kgs and over 1.99 meters tall. So comparing that to the team success, it is contrasting one another. What did we learn from this video? Locks in the Super Rugby tend to be exactly the same size, or a certain range in size. Within that size, there isn't a big difference. So maybe if there was a bigger difference in size, we would have seen bigger numbers fluctuating towards taller or bigger guys. But as it is at the moment, no team really stands out from one another. So in Super Rugby, size doesn't really matter for the locks. While at the moment, if we might see a lot of very big locks and a lot of very short locks, things could have changed. Guys, let me know down in the comments what you think about these numbers that I did give you now. If you want to see more of the numbers, you can give me a comment down below and I could send it to you, or give a Dropbox link or something like that. Also, check out the next one, which will be on the flankers. It's going to be a little bit more difficult, because then we look at breakdowns and how the guys compare at the rucks and how they run, get meters and all that type of stuff. So it's going to be a bit more difficult, but I'm very excited for it. Let's get to the next one. Cheers.